Hi everyone, welcome back to RAW.FPL. So in this one, it's my Game Week 3 team selection. Game Week 2, I mean, it went okay, it could have gone worse. I'll quickly go over the review of that, and I'll quickly talk about some options as well, because Cole Palmer looks like he may miss Game Week 3, so that's a big talking point this week. So I'm going to talk about whether I'm going to transfer him out, whether I'm going to roll, and yeah, some good replacements as well. So if you do like this one, please do drop a like and hit subscribe if you're new. I'm so close to that 100 subscribers, so all the support is much appreciated. And yeah, if you do like this one, please do drop a like as well. So let's jump into it. So taking a look then and quickly going over Game Week 2. And yeah, I mean, it was fine. Game Week rank of 6.9 million. So considering we're still right at the start of the season, I've got an overall rank of about 2.5 million. So it's not been amazing, but it could have gone a lot worse. Obviously, lots of people are playing chips and things as well. I've got played no chips up to now, and yeah, 46 points, and it was looking a lot worse, to be honest, because I had obviously Haaland blanked, so that was not ideal. Watkins another blank, Rodgers another blank, Verts he didn't look amazing either. Gakpo he basically saved me because Salah, going into that game, obviously didn't have Salah. So many people captained him, and I feel like they got bailed out again. Obviously, a late assist, 90, I think it was 100th minute or something. But Newcastle absolutely dominated that game as well with 10 men. So I think they were really unlucky not to walk away with at least a draw. But yeah, Gakpo, he looks really good on that left wing. And if they don't sign another winger, I think he's really good value. I think he's 7.6 million now, which has gone up. But yeah, Gakpo with a 10-pointer kind of bailing me out. And then the defence, Sanchez with a 3-pointer. And then it's Van de Ven, he auto-subbed in. Obviously, Haaland blanked, but it meant that Van de Ven kept the clean sheet. But I think a lot of people got the auto-sub because Palmer was injured. Esteve, he got the 6 points, same as Gabriel. So I did transfer Frimpong out because he was obviously injured. And I got Gabriel in, really for the long term, because his fixtures aren't amazing. But thankfully, he did get the clean sheet against Leeds. So yeah, not too bad. 46 points. I've got one free transfer, and I don't have anything in the bank. But let's go on to Game Week 3 now, where I'll talk about some potential replacements if I do look to sell Palmer, because that's the main talking point. So let's take a look at that now. So on to Game Week 3, and this is how we are lining up. So currently in net, I've got Sanchez, quite easy this week. Dubravka, I've got Man United away, and to be fair, because Man United obviously got knocked out by Grimsby, maybe it's not going to be that easy, but you'd expect Man United to score, especially because they're at home. So Sanchez in goal, Fulham at home. Yeah, good chance of a clean sheet there. Chelsea have looked pretty good defensively. Gabriel, new transfer in, obviously got the clean sheet. Liverpool away. The fixtures aren't that brilliant, to be honest, for Arsenal, but Liverpool away, I'm just going to play him. He can get defensive contributions, and we all know that he's quite a machine from set pieces as well. Then Forest, then Man City, then Newcastle. So, to be honest, I probably wouldn't buy them now. I obviously had the Leeds fixture as well, but because Frimpong, I had to transfer him out, it felt like I was a transfer down. So really, I've kind of got him for the long term. Game Week 7 is where you want to jump on Arsenal, really, if you can. So West Ham, Fulham, Palace, Burnley, Sunderland. But I just felt I'm already like a transfer behind, so I just got him in for the long run. It was really lucky if you went for Nori, who I did consider, because he obviously got injured as well. So, yeah, Gabriel, I'm going to hold him for the long term. Williams, he's got West Ham, and West Ham just look like a team all over the place at the moment. West Ham at home, good chance of a clean sheet there. Arsenal, not ideal, but then Burnley, Sunderland. And then I'll probably look to jump off of Williams somewhere around here, Newcastle, because the fixtures do get quite tough there. But for the short term, for the next 4 games, Arsenal obviously not ideal, but then you've got West Ham, Burnley and Sunderland in between that. So yeah, Williams, I'm not going to transfer him out yet. Same with Van de Ven, his fixtures look really good, continue to be good, and Tottenham continue to kind of impress defensively and on the attack. Bournemouth probably will be a tricky fixture, but he's been close to getting a goal as well, Van de Ven, so maybe chance of an attack and return. They obviously kept a clean sheet against City, so maybe they can keep one there, especially at home. You got West Ham, Brighton, Wolves, Leeds. So if you are looking for a defender, I probably would pay the extra if you have 0.5 more to get Romero. But Van de Ven is only 4.5 mil. I think is a really good shout. Tottenham in general, they look a lot better. And it's the same with Kudus in midfield. He's been good. Obviously, they are in talks of getting a winger, but if they don't, then I still think I think his minutes are gonna be good regardless. But yeah, again, really good fixtures, and he has looked really impressive so far. So I think both, if you're looking for some like new defenders or a new midfielder, I think Van der Ven, Kudus, Romero. I'd probably go Romero. Porro, obviously Porro's still good, but I do think just saving that 0.5 and getting the defensive contributions from Romero is probably better. So I think Romero is probably number one defence. Kudus, I don't think I'd touch Johnson. His minutes could be at risk if they do sign, a new winger. Solanke and Richarlison, I think they're both going to be kind of taking minutes of each other as well. So I think Kudus is the one. Rodgers, Crystal Palace at home, good fixture. Obviously, I know Watkins and Rodgers have both been disappointing, but I got them for the long run. Newcastle wasn't expecting much. Brentford I did expect a return, but then you've got Palace, Everton, Sunderland, Fulham, Burnley, Tottenham. So yeah, I think with Villa players, I'd just hold off. I'd just stay on them. I think they actually are still a good buy. If you are looking for a midfielder, if you did want to get rid of Palmer, I still think Rodgers is a good buy, to be honest, because the fixtures upcoming are really good. So I wouldn't go selling your Villa players. I'd actually probably go and buy them, to be honest, because they're still good value, and people are getting rid of them as well, which kind of makes me want them even more. So I still like Rodgers, still like Watkins, Gakpo and Wirtz. So these two, obviously Arsenal at home. Gakpo's been quality for me. Another 2 assists. He obviously got that goal in the first game. Arsenal, obviously not amazing because Arsenal are probably the best defence in the league, but it is at home. Gakpo looks like he's nailed in that left wing for now. Obviously, the transfer window doesn't close until Monday, so if you can, I would try and hold transfers this week and try and roll if you can, because we'll have so much more information. If for example, Ekitike, if Isak doesn't sign, then Ekitike becomes a really good option because obviously he's playing really well anyway, and he'll be nailed in that number 9 spot. So I would hold off your transfers if you can and just try and roll, because if Isak doesn't sign, for example, Ekitike is just going to be such a good option. Burnley away, Everton at home, and then Palace away as well after this Arsenal game. So if you are looking to sell Wirtz, I'd probably be cautious about it. I know he's been a bit frustrating, but he's literally got Burnley away in game week 4, and then he's got Everton, Palace. So I would be inclined to try and hold on to him if you can. If you're going to do like a double move where you downgraded Wirtz to upgrade someone else, then fair enough. But I think I'd probably try and hold on. I've got this same kind of problem in my team. I was looking at Wirtz and potentially going to someone like a Cunha, but Cunha, yes, they've got Burnley, but then they play, I think it's like Liverpool or something the next game after that. So yeah, I'd just be cautious of that. Palmer. So Palmer's where all the talk is at the moment. Obviously, he's been training like separately, and he has got this groin issue. It looks like he's probably going to miss game week 3, and it kind of puts it in a bit of a difficult position, really, because Fulham at home, really good fixture. Then he's got Brentford away, Man United away, and then Brighton at home, and then it's the Liverpool fixture there. Liverpool, Forest, Sunderland. Even after that, though, I think the fixture are fine. So it's a bit of a mixed bag, but I probably would be keeping hold of Palmer all the way through this because he's got such a good fixture run up to game week 12. So yeah, I mean, obviously Palmer can score in any game. I know he's been a bit frustrating so far, but yeah, I just think if you can keep hold of him, it depends on what the press conference is like tomorrow. If he is out and you do have 2 free transfers, then it could be worth getting rid of him. So potential replacements. I mentioned Cunha. Man United, obviously, they've not been amazing, but they have looked better, I think, and especially Cunha. So Cunha, like I say, I probably would go for Cunha out of Mbeumo or Fernandes. I just think he looks a lot better. He looks like he's the one going to be getting some goals, and they've obviously got Burnley at home. But then it goes Burnley, straight into Man City away, straight into Chelsea. So that's why with like Wirtz, for example, I don't know if it's that much better, because yes, Wirtz has got Arsenal this week, but then he's got Burnley the next week. So I don't know if it's worth a transfer there. With Palmer, it's a bit different because Palmer obviously probably going to miss game week 3. So you're going to have a player on 10.5 million sat on your bench where you could have someone playing Burnley at home. So I am tempted to do Palmer to Cunha. If I had 2 free transfers, I probably will. But because I've already had to kind of waste one of them, I'm a bit more inclined to try and hold Palmer. But yeah, I am definitely tempted to get Cunha. So the potential move would be Palmer to Cunha. But like I say, ideally I'd try and hold the transfer. Because if Ekitike, if he's going to be the number 9 starting, with no Isak, I think he's going to be such a good buy to get. And I just think holding on to that extra transfer is probably worth it. So I think he's good if you're looking for a replacement. I think Semenyo as well. Semenyo, he's obviously got the goal, got the assist, and the fixtures up and coming now are really good. So Tottenham, Brighton, Newcastle, Leeds, Fulham, Palace, Forest. Gets a bit tougher down here, but yeah, he's a good pig. You know he's going to start, and he just he does shoot where he can. So Semenyo, if you want to go a bit further down, save some more money, I do like Sarr at Palace. Villa, he's scored quite a lot against Villa actually, so I don't think that fixture is as bad as it looks. Then Sunderland and West Ham. So yeah, I think the order I would probably go, I think Semenyo probably is the best pick. Then probably Cunha, then Sarr. But I don't know. I know a lot of people have got Fernandes, and I've obviously got no Man United here. So if I was to do a transfer, I'm thinking Palmer, probably to Cunha, maybe Semenyo. But yeah, back to the team. So that's Palmer. Potentially going to get rid for Cunha or Semenyo. As normal, I'll put in the comments what I actually do. But yeah, I think I'm going to try and roll if I can. We'll have to wait and see what Maresca says in the press conference tomorrow. And then Haaland captain. I just think he's the best captain. Brighton away, decent enough fixture. If you've got Salah, I think it is a week where you can risk it and go for someone else. Maybe even like a Watkins at home to Palace. But yeah, currently on Haaland. Potentially going to do Palmer to Cunha, but probably going to roll if I can. Depends on the update. So that's it. If you did like this one, please do drop a like and hit subscribe if you're new. And I'll catch you after the next deadline. So thank you for watching and see you next time. Cheers.